Hey guys, it's Forte. Today's video will be talking about penny stocks and how do I find them, and I'm going to share a couple ideas as well with you guys. Apologize for being a little blue. Also, I'm going to tell you guys why I'm like I said, I'm going to swing trade all of them, right? But there are maybe a couple that I don't recommend you guys swing trading it, and I'll tell you guys why. Usually because of volume. But yeah, so let's grab your pen and your notebook and let's get started. And number one, we go to Finviz and you can see this preset. You can pause the video and just do this. Usually, how you find penny stocks is put it under $4, and you don't want to mess with any mid cap company and stuff or anything because they're usually penny stocks. They're penny stocks for a reason. We all know it. And the flow share, I recommend start with any, right? You're gonna have 69. So you go through these and then you find what looks good on the daily chart, right? And I already wrote them down. And for the time being, I'm gonna show you guys. And also, usually afterwards, I check which stock have a pretty high, let's say, short flow, right? PI, it's one of them. So I'm going to, what is it? PI is one of the one that I saw that has really high short flow. I took a look at all of the stock I picked for you guys, just so I can speed the video up a little bit. And out of these four, I choose this one, and I'll tell you guys why as well. And let's get started. Let's go to the. Give me a sec. I don't know if we can see it. Can you guys see the charts? Or no? Whoa. Hold on. This is the wrong one. My bad. I apologize. Okay. Now let's take a look at the charts real quick, okay? And I'm looking at IWM right now because that's the iShares Russell 2000 index. That's usually accounts for all the small market cap companies, right? And we can see that, it's been in this range. It's pretty range bound, a pretty wide range as well, right? But we're about to break through this trend line. If you draw a trend line from whoops, that's a wrong line. Here is it. If you draw a trend line like this, we can see that we're hitting it right there. And the more times you test an area, the weaker it gets. Perhaps we finally break through that this time, right? And that's why I think it's a good time to start looking at penny stocks, right? I think they hold great value, great reward, right? High risk but good reward. Let's start off with VBIV, right? VBIV vaccine. I think it's a biopharmaceutical. I don't know, but this chart is looking interesting. We can see that buyers always has been showing up a lot. It made a peak up here about $4 or $5, and then it started going on a downtrend, right? As you can see that, it's basically making higher, lower highs going on a downtrend. But recently, I think that it's finally found buyers around this area. And why? Because we're getting above the 5-day moving, not the 5-day, the 20, 50-day and the 200-day moving average. Also, we tested the 20-day and 50-day moving average just about last week, right? And then now we made a move above, basically got above this area, and then we're coming down. And then if we're successfully able to find buyers at this area, I think this stock can have a run, maybe to test the high. You never know. And how do I want to buy it? Basically, I don't want to buy above right here at 354. Now, if you're day trading, I recommend buying above right there because I think that's when the volatility kicks in, and that's how day traders make money, right? But for swing trading, if you want to get in early, right, I don't recommend buying it up this high because I think that's too big of a move, right? I think buying above Friday's high right here is significant. It's sufficient enough. Now, get your pen and your notebook out and start writing these down. VBIV ticker and entry at 337. And I'm going to put my stop just at maybe 319, right? Not an even number. 319. Why do I put it there? Well, really not a reason. You can put it like basically that. Not really a specific, any crazy reasons for it. Because if you put it right here, it'll be too tight. I think if you put it right here, it'll be too tight. Perhaps the stock pulls back a little bit more, undercuts this area and then gets going, right? So I'm going to put my initial stop at 319. You can raise it up after it gets going, And next one we have also VBIV has I think, let me double check right here. Yes, it has a 20% short flow. So perhaps this thing could get squeezed and make a really high move. Next one we have CLSN. We look at on daily chart. It's like I said, these stocks are risky, right? Look at the moves that it makes, right? We're basically trying to catch another one of these, right? And the stock has been going on a downtrend since let's say March, right? It's going down, going flat. If it doesn't you know, if you're holding this stock, you've been back holding it for a while, right? We don't do that. We trade. That's why, you know, we're not in this kind of move. We're not involved here. We'll be kicked already. And the stock has been going flat for a while after the downtrend. And I think that the 50-day moving average has finally caught up last Friday and the stock has been above the 200-day and the 20-day moving average for a while. I think this thing can get a go, maybe up to 250 area, right? And how do we want to enter this? I think a buy simply above Friday's high is sufficient enough. 124, $1.24. With the stop, I'm going to put it initially right there, which is at $1, and we're going to undercut it by a penny, $1.14, right? CLSN 124 by 114. All right, next one I got for you guys is BOXL, BOXL Corporation. Honestly, it's not the best one, not my favorite, to be honest with you guys, right? Well, why is it not my favorite? Because you can see that we've been buying. We find if we draw a line right here, right? This is where basically, you know, where basically sellers show up every time we make a peak, and this potentially could be the, like, you know, the area where sellers could come in. Now, like I said earlier, the more time it gets tested, right? The more time the area gets tested, the weaker it gets. So perhaps if we could get above the high, perhaps this can get a move. This time we finally break above the, you know, that area, and we can see that the stock has been making higher lows, right? So it's on an uptrend above the 20-day, 50-day, and the 200-day moving average, with the 5-day moving average on the rise. So I think a buy above right here would be good. I don't want to buy above Friday's high. I think a buy above $2.68, and you know, you can put the stop right here if you want to, right? I think that's fine initially, and then you can quickly move this up to this right here. But yeah, but initially you want to buy above 268, or you can get in at Friday's high if you want to, 264. Not really too big of a difference. But actually, you might think it's not too big. It's actually, it's 4 cents is quite a lot. Depends how many shares you're buying, right? So initially, I'm gonna recommend to you guys for 268 with a stop at $2.50. Okay. And then another one, which is a PEI, which is what I just mentioned on Finviz, which I'm gonna pull that up one more time if I can, right? Oh God, sorry guys. On Finviz, right here, okay. This is where I put the short flow over 15%. So this one could be a good squeeze candidate, right? And give me a second. Okay. And if we click on it, if you click on the stock that you like, you get all the information. This one has a short flow of 19%, 19.65%, and we can see that it's already made a move. So let's take a look at it on the on my program right here. You can look at it clearly. We're seeing that this stock potentially is currently being squeezed right now. The shorts might be covering, but the thing is that since it's, you know, 19% of the stocks are being shorted, it doesn't take a day or two to just cover everything. It's gonna take a little bit more than this, right? And we can see that after the push all the way from, how much is it, $2 to $3.45, the stock had a pullback, right? Stock had a pullback, but this pullback immediately, the day right after the red candle, it started recovering, right? If we put a Fibonacci retracement right here, we can see that we pretty much pull back to right at the 50% retracement area, and now the buyers are showing up, which I think that this stock could potentially give us another run. It's a Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust, whatever it is. Real estate is doing pretty hot right now. If you look at it on the weekly chart, you know, where I think the potential area for sellers to come in is right here at $4.45. So I think this stock still got room to run. That's why I'm recommending it to you guys. And I don't think we need to buy it above this high at all, right? I think that's just too wide of a move. I think simply a buy above Friday's high is sufficient enough. We're just at $2 and $3 actually, $3, and then we probably put the stop at, let's see, you can put it right there as well. Put the stop at on the Friday's low. So buy above Friday's high and put the stop on Friday's low, which is $2.57. And that's it. If you guys like my videos, please subscribe. follow me on Twitter, check description. I'm gonna put the watch list in the description as well for you guys. And yeah, and these stocks, for example, why some of them are day tradable or some are not. PI is day tradable because it has 1.9 million. I mean, just look at the volume, right? If you just look at it on a daily basis, it gets traded a couple million volumes a day, and that's what I like about it. If you look at BOXL, this one's also good. Let's see if there's anything that's not day tradable. I think the ones that I'm showing you guys is all good. Yeah, these are all good. They might look weirdly, they might trade weirdly, but they're really, it's easy to liquidate these stocks. So these, like for day traders, I think these are fine, right? Sometimes when the liquidity is really bad, like they only trade 1 million a day, or like you might think that's a lot, but for penny stock it's not. It's a little slippage could cost a lot. That's why I need at least a couple million for penny stocks. And thank you guys for watching for the penny stock idea video. If you guys like it, please like, subscribe and everything. If you have questions, ask in the comment section or join my Discord and hit me up. I'm pretty active on there. And also follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck trading next week.